and the last thing you want to do is put your career in somebody else's hands. It belongs in your hands. Hey kings and queens, how are you all doing today? No, but really, how are you doing? Let me know below in the comments so that we can lift each other up. Welcome back to the Christian Professional, where we talk all things entrepreneurship, career, and self-development with Jesus Christ. Over here we have so much fun, so if you like any of those topics, please make sure to go ahead and click the subscribe button down below, and also put the notification bell on so you can be notified whenever I post another video. Today, you guys, today we're going to be talking about how to win in consulting. What are 5 things you can be doing right now to make sure that you have an awesome rating come your next performance year? Let's get into it. Number 1 is to pray for your team. I have a whole video about a huge testimony that I experienced in my career just because I started to take responsibility and pray for my team. You guys, it's such a huge game changer in life in general. You should always try to, to pray for people that are around you, but I'm saying if you take it into your professional life, just watch what God is going to do for you. So I'm gonna link that video up above, but basically praying for your team is so important because you really want to bring the presence of God wherever you go. You are a light, you want to bring that presence, bring that power everywhere that you go. And when I'm telling you that wherever you go, wherever you step into, everything around that area works for your good. And whenever you run into an issue that is not supposed to be happening, you take it to God in prayer. And when I tell you God will resolve that issue for you, I am not joking. And not only that, but also just praying for the abilities for the team to be able to work well together, for people to favor you, people to understand when you speak to them, like so many things that you can take it to God in prayer, because everything that we do, we should involve God in prayer. And when I'm telling you guys, that is the number 1 thing that catapulted my career as a consultant, because when you bring God into any situation, he betters it. That is not a light statement. That is a literal true statement. I always say that I can never talk about my career without talking about Jesus Christ, because he's literally the reason why I have made it where I am today. I was able to perform really well this past year. That was my first year as a consultant, and I got really good connections. I got really amazing rating, and it's all thanks to God, because he put me in situations and places, and he gave me opportunities that most people do not get the first year of consulting. And I'm never going to take the glory from that. I'm always going to give it back to him, because I know it was not of my doing. So I do definitely challenge you to take your career seriously when it comes to prayer. Pray about your success in your career, and also the people that are around you. It's really going to change your life for the better. The second tip I will give anyone their first year of consulting, this is a huge one. Nobody actually talks about this, but that is to make the client love you. You guys, let's be honest here. Consulting companies make money off of being contractors to to companies by doing projects for them, right? So basically, other companies are what pay consultants. Other companies are what pay consulting firms. So in order for the consulting firm to do really well, they have to consistently have clients, right? So because every consulting firm and every consultant has to have a client to be successful, because that's really where the money comes in. If you get to a point where the client now favors you, and the client has to have you on their project, and the client loves your work ethic, and the client just loves you as a person, guess who won? You. Because the client is on your side now. And any consulting company depends on the amount of money that the client is going to give them. So if you can get the client to be on your side, the consulting firm that you work for automatically is going to be on your side too, because they want to be where the money's at. And this is exactly what happened to me. I was on a project for about 1 year, and I made it a point to network. When I say network, I mean like grab lunch with somebody on the client side. Make jokes with them. Don't just go and ask them for like data requests and ask them for why they don't just question them, but actually get to know them on a personal level. I started doing that with like the staff, and I went up to like some managers, some senior managers, whatever. This is on the client side, right? So I got to a really good relationship with them. I was able to hit them up whenever I needed something without having to go through my manager and things like that. So because I had a really good relationship with the client, they got so used to working with me. So when it came to cutting down our team because COVID happened, I was literally the only person they requested to stay on the team. And that's because we had worked on this relationship for the past year that allowed them to be like, oh yeah, she has to stay. And that was huge for me. And I was talking to one of the partners that really advocates for me, and he literally told me like that is what really pushed you during this performance year, the fact that you had such a great relationship with the client that the client was even willing to pay for more work because they wanted you to stay on the project. That is how like good me and that client was. So if anything, if you don't even understand what's going on in the project, if you can grow and get a really good relationship with your client, you're never gonna lose, because they need the clients to keep making money. So if the client is on your side, you automatically have to be on the consulting firm side, because they need the client. So if the client wants you, they also need you, okay? Once you create this atmosphere of, oh, they won't do this unless I'm here, come on now, they will continue to pay you. Like, they're gonna love you. I would definitely say that really helped me when it came to performance year, because they had something so unique to talk about when it came to my case. So this next tip is also like a game changer, okay? Because I learned so much these past 2 years, you guys. Oh my gosh. My director once told me, because I got really close to one of my really cool directors that advocates for me, and I went to a meeting with him, and I was thinking, you know what, I want to get the highest rating this year. Like, this is what I want, okay? And again, if you are a child of God, like, you can have what you want, okay? So I was just like, I want this and I want to get it, okay? So I went into a meeting with him, and I was honest with him. I was just like, this is what I want to get the highest rating. How can I get there? I know I'm already performing, like I just need people to, like, you know, advocate for me, and I need people to be on my side. Do you know what he said? He literally said, what you're doing right now is what you need to be doing to everyone. You need to just say exactly what you want, and then you tell the directors, you tell the partners how to advocate for you. Because let's just be real here. Anybody who works in consulting knows that you're usually working with, you know, managers, seniors, sometimes senior managers, and then sometimes directors. Like, that doesn't happen that much, right? So the people who are actually sitting down in meetings for you and advocating for you are not actually working on your level and as close to you. So they don't really know, you know, from a first-hand basis how well you work, because they can only hear the feedback, you know, from the people that do work really closely to you. So what you need to do is go and tell them, hello, this is what I've been doing on this project, and I want to get the highest performance rating for this year because bam, bam, bam. Like, straight up. And he told me, he was just like, honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. He was like, a lot of men do this, but a lot of women don't do this. And I was like, you see? Like, women, we have to speak up. Like, we have to speak up. He was just like, it's okay to, you know, tell people your goals, but be really, really direct about it. And something else that he told me too was that because, you know, these partners, these directors aren't not necessarily working with us every day. They're not seeing what we're doing. So you need to tell them how they need to talk about you and what they need to say about you that you've done, because they don't know, okay? And if you just rely on your manager or your senior manager to do that for you, it doesn't always go the way that you plan for it to go. And the last thing you want to do is put your career in somebody else's hands. It belongs in your hands. So take up the opportunity, put some meetings on everybody's calendar. That's something I do now. Like, I put a meeting on all the executive calendars whenever I am going to be on a long-term project with him, and say, these are my goals. This is what I want to do. This is what I know that I can do, and how can you help me get there, right? And then if they ask the question back to me and say, what do you think you can do to get there? I have the answers for them already. I don't sit there and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have to think about it. Like, no. Like, you need to be ready. Like, you need to know exactly where you want to be this end of performance year. You need to know what you need to do to get there, and you need to know what steps you're going to take in order to get there. The third thing that you have to be really good at in order to get a really high performance is you have to be good at presentation. You have to know how to present well in front of people, sound confident, and also how to explain a deliverable to anyone in the detail that they would need it to be at. So you really need to be good at, like, gauging the room and seeing, okay, I'm talking to directors, so I'm gonna be like on a higher level. I'm not gonna get into the Excel spreadsheets. I'm gonna show them some dashboards. But then if you're like, you know, with analysis and you want to show them the Excel spreadsheets, you want to show them the numbers and things like that. So you have to know how to you know, gauge the audience and know what level of detail to talk about things in. And something that I've done to do that this past year, and I got a really high rating, is to watch my senior manager and my directors. Like, don't just, whenever you're in a meeting, like, actually be taking notes about what these people do and think about how you can start implementing it. Like, I am so thankful that I've worked with really awesome leaders. So I will literally sit there and be like, that's how she does a transition, or that's how she answers a question that she has no idea about. Because sometimes you get questions that you literally don't know what to say, but there's a way to play it off and be like, okay, I'll get back to you on that. That doesn't sound like, oh, I don't know what the heck I'm talking about, but it still gives the listener some kind of confidence that you got it, you know. So I would just take notes and ask to be in those meetings, that a little bit like, you know, more of the executive meetings. Ask to be in those meetings so you can start learning about how people are able to, you know, have such good presentations. All right, and then the last thing that really helped me to get a really high performance for my performance year was to learn hot and popping technologies that people that have been in the industry for a long time don't necessarily know, but they want to learn, or they want someone to show them how to do it quickly so they can take a deliverable to the next level. So some of the hot and popping things that are going on right now is like Power BI, Alteryx, and Tableau. And actually, Tableau, I feel like Tableau is so easy. Power BI is like kind of in the middle. Alteryx is like, for what I would say, is a little bit harder because it's like more IT-ish, right? And I was lucky because I actually took a Tableau class in college, and we were on this project, and they really wanted, like, the client loves Tableau. They're like, oh, whatever you can do with Tableau, we'll be happy with it. So I was like, okay, that's good. So there's something that we used to do to like compare like 2 different metrics on Excel, and we would show this boring Excel sheet, and we would show like this like boring chart, and it was just like boring on Excel, and it wasn't really dynamic. And I was like, this is an opportunity, because I know I'm not Power BI. Well, I know Power BI, but not as well. But anyway, I know Tableau really well. So I was like, okay, let me take this and put it in Tableau so that we can show the client, like, you know, different sides of the metrics, how things move, and like it'd be more dynamic and exciting, because like, you know, Tableau is like really pretty, like the charts are really pretty and colorful, and it shows you something much more visually pleasing than Excel would. And honestly, this was not hard. It took me like 10 minutes to put together, but these people were so happy. That was great because we helped the client, and we also were able to learn something together as a team and upskill, right? So that's an asset that I brought to the team, and the client saw that, my management team saw that, and it was good, you know. So I would definitely recommend to learn one of these hot and popping technologies. Just find a way to make something more exciting, like, so we don't have just words on the page, you know, and like show it to your manager and see how they feel about it. If they don't like it, fine, they don't like it, but they'll still remember the fact that you tried and you used something that was like a newer technology that people are liking more, in order to try to better whatever deliverable you were pushing for that project. So yeah, you guys, those are the 5 things that have really helped me this year in order to get a really high performance rating. And I'm so thankful because, again, you guys, this is all glory to God. That was my first thing. And just remember, like I said, when you please the client, you have now just pleased your employer, because they need the client to get paid. Just remember that. All right, you guys, that is the end of this video. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give me a big like. I actually had a lot of fun making it. And then also let me know, are you going to start your consulting career soon? What questions do you have for me? Comment down below. I actually have a lot of videos on consulting, so I'm gonna go ahead and link my playlist. It's called Reign in Your Career. All right, without further ado, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.